This is Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. And I am here in the plains of Arethel, in the region known as Gala 4, because Gala 3 was already taken. And I need to talk to these people that I've just discovered, Eric Noreen and Sarabelle Noreen. So let's see what they nareened. What? Talk to this guy who's trying to sleep.
Don't know what it'll take to make this farm a farm again.
Cows. Tell me about this farm.
This farm isn't as it was long ago. It's forgotten us. That's what it's done.
Has the war hit you hard?
Those were terrible times. What I'd like to know is why Tawilli's still an ugly scar, and the Forsaken Plains are worse. But here, you'd hardly know it happened.
Forsaken Plains didn't seem that bad to me. And who might you be, sir?
Me and my Sarabelle have wandered far and wide. Driven off by the war. Driven back by rogues and scoundrels.
What's Sarabelle like?
That's my pretty love. Don't know where I'd be without her.
Alright, goodbye, sir.
Right then.
You look like you could use some assistance with something.
You've come to Noreen Farm. What's left of it, that is. Here we are after years away, and it's as if, well, as if the Earth's forgotten us.
You must be Sarabelle.
Me and Arik here have come back to farm our land. We've been many years away, endured many a trial and hardship to return.
This farm looks like it's seen better days.
Without some kind of miracle, it's no farm at all. Mind you, I'm well aware that's just how Tyrion's Rest wants it.
Tyrion's Rest?
To think we once called them friends and neighbors. Am I right, Arik? When the war came and burned our farm, they turned their backs on the likes of us.
Well, that's rude of them. What can you tell me of this land, Galafor?
Look at it, laid out before you. How many nights that we've been lonesome wanderers have I dreamed of seeing this again, and now, at last, we've returned.
What's Eric like?
Oh, he's a bit quiet, I know, but he's the man for me. Wouldn't have no other.
What do you mean the Earth has forgotten you?
That, or it's forgotten how to be a farm. We'll have no choice but to leave, unless some miracle comes, and... Why, Arik, dear, we'd clean forgot the paling wand. Oh, but it's deep in the hollow, and the Adaris Hollow's not safe at all.
The paling wand?
Well, if the stories are true, Arik's granddad used it to tame this high land and make crops grow. He'd always say how he had to return it to the hollow, so the hollow's magic could fill it up again.
You can't farm at all?
Our seeds don't take, or they turn into other plants. The weeds grow monstrous, and the tilled earth wanders out of planted rows. It's hopeless.
Oh, I do hate it when the Earth wanders. Well, I can get this wand for you. No trouble.
You would? There are all sorts of wild fae in there. Oh, but that wand would save us. Adaris Hollow's due south, just below the bluff. If you can bring the wand to us, I don't know how we'll thank you.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find something to give me that's entirely unworthy of the effort I expended. And I will leave disappointed. Such is my life. You said the wand's in the hollow.
Let us hope it is, or we'll have no choice but to leave once more. Well, you'll find the hollow due south, and the slope down from the bluff.
Alright, I'll go get it.
For now.
Goodbye. The Valley of the Blessed. Sarabelle and Eric have returned to their old farm after years away. They can't rebuild their farm, however, without the help of the Paling Wand, which should be hidden in the Fey Hollow, Adaris. The Paling Wand is used to catch the milk from the cows. Now that does sound useful. Hey, there's Rathier. City of the Docklefar. Farm be looking rough. I think there's a hidden well cache here. A lot of other shenanigans going on. Dead body and a lore stone. As seen from up above.
For 500 summers, autumns, winters, and springs, the blossoms on my pearl tree bloomed ceaselessly and wantonly and fair. Why today have they fallen like tears? A dark doubt whispers, these flowers will not come again.
Apparently these flowers will not come again. Sky Blossom. Burning Cove. It's a cove. And it's kind of burren. I think there's a thing up there. Up above there. Humphrey Bogart. I fought a Bogart. His name was Humphrey. Helm of Clotting, a little mini cave. Looks like we're heading into Tyrann's Rest here. Down Tyrann's Rest. What is this banner? Apparently that's the banner of Tyrann's Rest.
It's safe from here to Rathir, but don't go south.
Safe, eh?
No crime troubles this pious village. Wouldn't like to see that change now, would we? You look Cerebelle in the eye and tell her she's got to leave her own farm. I couldn't. Long as you're not a refugee, or a damn fae, you're welcome here.
These are kind people.
No crime troubles, long as you're not a no crime troubles this pious village.
Apparently it's a
Wouldn't
pious
like
village.
To see that change now.
So pious. So villagious. This must be the way that leads to the other area. So we shall not go unto this way.
Yes?
Tyrann's Rest, eh? We'll see how restful it is. War Monument. On the field below was fought the Battle of Gallifore Plain. On that day, Generals Oriator and Varlane proved Alfarkind fearsome in battle and dogged foes to the hateful Fae. Many died so we could live and Lyria be exalted. Huh. We had a battle down there. Okay. Oh no, it's begun.
For truly, my children, we are loved and blessed by Lyria. Lyria, goddess of fate, who holds the cards that spell our mortal lives. Those she holds dear prosper and
Lyria,
thrive,
guide and
yet the
protect you.
strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.
People are really happy about this sermon.
Hello.
Alright, let's chat some people up. What's up, Willager?
Hello.
I give Demaira's collection as often as I can. I give Demaira's... The people of Rathir hold fast to Lyria, but our faith is
Keep
purer.
the peace in Tyrann's
Why else
Rest.
could we have passed the war unscathed? The priestess says Lyria spared Aethiof, but destroyed his faithless village. Lyria has guided us through war and famine.
These people apparently love them some
I give
Lyria.
Demaira's collection. The people of Rathir
Where
hold
would we
fast.
be?
Everyone knows Candir's been sneaking off to the Fae pools, but what in Lyria's light be upon you?
Those fucking Fae pools.
Lyria has guided us. The hill
Greetings,
across the way is
sister.
called Beggar's Bluff because every month some fool refugee wanders in from the Western Plains. Lyria has guided us through war and famine. Lyria... The priestess says Lyria spared. Everyone knows Candir's been...
The people of Rathir hold Lyria has guided. Priestess Coralon's sermons are so full of strength and hope and wisdom.
So much strength, hope,
The
and
hill
wisdom.
across the way is called I Give to Mayra. The priestess says Lyria spared.
Priestess Coralon's serb I give to Mayra. Everyone knows Ken. The hill across the way. Priestess Cor I give to Mayra's collection as often as I
Priestess
can.
Coralon, I've heard good things. She doesn't seem to have a quest, surprisingly.
Greetings, traveler. I am the mayor of this village, its priestess, and its guiding light. Now tell me, child, are you also a follower of the goddess Lyria?
No, I can't say that I am.
Well, at least you are one of us. Welcome to Tyrann's Rest, Alfar. If you seek healing, I can aid you. The doors of our inn, trader, locksmith, and sanctuary are all gladly open to the weary traveler.
Unless the weary traveler is a refugee. Tell me about yourself, priestess.
In the 10 years since war swept across these plains, I have guided this village by Lyria's light and by the wisdom of her teachings. I was a humble student of faith when I heard the call. It was so keen and clear. I left the temple that day to serve my people as I could.
What is this town like? Just very religious, I guess?
Our village is a lesson in Lyria's blessings. Take the two villages, Tyrion's Rest and Colne. When the Tuathas struck this land, which stood strong? That which loved Lyria most.
It's fucking ridiculous. Colne is right over on the coast. You're further inland and protected by, like, mountains and shit. Geography saved your village, not Lyria. I hate to tell you. What do you think about Colne? Let me hear your short-sighted, xenophobic, selfish ideas about this other village.
You may visit its ruins on the coast. They are a testament to what befall all who displease my Lady of Fate. Aethiof's daughter, and the others who went to resettle there showed great ignorance as to the finality of her will.
I hate people like you. I really do. Who's Aethiof? Probably someone I'll like more than you.
When the war brought Fae to our doors, there was but one righteous Almain, our own Aethiof. That is why we welcomed him and his willful daughter to our home.
Willful daughter sounds nice. I'm always down for some willful. So the war, I guess it hasn't touched you here. Because of, quote, Lyria, unquote.
We must do what we can for our Alfar soldiers across the water. Mayra, our innkeep, takes donations for the cause.
So, tell me about Lyria, this great god who does everything wonderful.
Why, Lyria is goddess of magic in our people. You should know that. Come pray in the morning in my sanctuary. Learn your own faith.
Not likely. So you do healing?
By my Lady Lyria's grace, I have the power to heal and to cure.
But at least Lyria's good for something. I don't have any diseases or anything, so... Goodbye, priestess.
Bless you, child.
Lyria has guided us through war and famine.
The priestess says Lyria spared Aethiof, but...
Long as you're not the refuge, you look Cerebel in the eye. Long as you're not the... How could I tell Arik to go? We played
Another
Bell the
fine
Boggart
day.
when we were boys.
Ah, the carefree days of playing
Yes?
Bell the Boggart.
You look Cerebel in... How could I tell Arik to go? We played Bell the Boggart
Hanging
when
out
we were
with
boys.
my friends, playing Bell the Boggart all the time. Boy, those days were fun.
Priestess Coralon's sermons.
What do you
are so
suppose
full of
Bell
strength,
the Boggart
hope,
entails?
and wisdom.
I've planted 6 out of the 8 reagents for Cure Seeker. So much Boggart belling, I know, right?
Lyria's light be upon you.
Why do I feel like if I asked the very writer who wrote that piece of dialogue, what is Bell the Boggart, he would be like, lol, I don't know. He or she would be like, who knows? Just made something up. Chosses of intensity. Those are pretty intense chosses. Boots of lightning speed. Created by Losofar enchanters for the late Queen of Storms. Bunch of extra lightning damage. Ice resistance. Mana regen per second. Man, if this was fire damage, I would defo wear these. think I'll hold on to them in case I start using lightning more. Is this the temple? Here in Sanctuary. Yeah, it's the temple.
May your stay in our town be blessed.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me, I know you're praying, but...
The priestess says Lyria's... The priestess says Lyria's...
Lyria has...
The priestess says the people of Rathia hold fast to Lyria, but our faith is purer. Why else could we have passed the war unscathed?
I think this is the first church I've found in this whole game. I mean, yes,
Hold
there was a
fast to
sanctuary
Lyria,
at
for
the
she
abbey,
is the goddess of power
or the
and
abbeys,
fate.
but those were like part of a
She
monastery.
determines who shall live and who shall die, who prosper and who
Inspect
starve.
war collections. I'm just
And she
inspecting
asks
the
only
box.
that you love her and strive in every way to cleave to her will.
A small label designates this box for donations to be sent to soldiers fighting off in Clericon. Well, I'm not going to steal from the box. Oh, what's down here? Ooh. Ooh, apparently they're giving this shit away. Sagecraft. Oh, there's a door that leads to that dungeon. Burren Cove. That's strange. Compendium 14 and Sanctuary Document. A document from the Sanctuary in Tyrion's Rest. List of givers this season. Mayor Ramon, 50 gold. Graham Hale, 112 gold. T. Tyrion, 7 gold. Wastel Brad, 200 gold. Athiof Xurgren, 200 gold. Irene Mendiad, 11 gold. This book covers the various peoples found across Amalur from Almain to Varani. Compendium of the Peoples of Amalur by Lexius the Old. Chapter 14, The Varani. Varani History. These people are said to have descended from an ancestry shared in common with the Almain, and long ago migrated north and away from the fertile lands of southern Alfaria. The word Varani is derived from the Jotun word for traveler or trader, and despite many attempts by Almain, Alfar, and others to bring the Varani under their influence, they have remained independent from any government. It is said that the desire to avoid governance is what drove the Varani away from the human kingdoms of the Almain and Bassawan. As such, the Varani are to be found inhabiting islands off the coast as much as the coast itself. Varani appearance. The Varani are similar to Almain in average size and are typically more fair-skinned and fair-haired. They often feature elaborate tattoos or jewelry to accent their otherwise practical cold-weather clothing. Their garments are made to withstand the rigors of sea travel, as well as the cold of the ice-brine coast from whence they originate. Jewelry is usually made from gold, and nobles often wear silks or pelts as well. The influence of other cultures can easily be seen in their manner of dress, including the rich colors of the Alfar. Varani men usually groom long beards and sometimes braid them, and the Varani women traditionally plait their hair. Varani society. The Varani are a mostly nomadic, seafaring people found along the ice-brine coast and other lands along the northern coast. They have small settlements that serve as trading outposts, but are merchant sailors more than farmers or fishermen. Varani society is a non-gender-based meritocracy. All roles aboard ship are valued, and while they may not all be equal, they are not without their place and purpose. The Varani believe that anyone who is cunning and able to hold his or her own deserves a place aboard a ship. The Varani are not as religious as the Almain, but they are considered very superstitious. They use charms and amulets to ward off evil. While there is no unifying religion, the Varani are sensitive to signs and omens, and they have a strong concept of luck. Most of their superstitions involve the sea, which they regard with respect. If I wasn't going to play a Docklefar, I was going to play a Varani for my character. That was my second choice. Wait, this says it's stealing now. It wasn't stealing a second ago. Yeah, now it's stealing again. Okay. Well, I'm just here to unward some shit. I'm not here to steal nothing.
Hold fast to Lyria, for she is the goddess of power and fate. She determines who shall live and who shall die, who prosper and who starve.
Seems arbitrary. And mountain. Just to let you all know what I can do.
Lyria be everyone knows Candir's been sneaking off to the Fey Pools. But what in Lyria's name is he doing?
He's probably sneaking off to play bells and boggarts.
Who knew?
Here's White Nil Kern.
Not a refugee, are you? Don't look it. No Fey, no refugees, not in Tyrion's Rest.
Tell me about this selfish and insular little village.
I fought in the war, but Priestess Corellon is my general now. Without her guidance, every one of us will be huddled in tents like refugees.
Tell me about the priestess.
The priestess guides, and I guard. She lights the path, and I keep a sharp eye for those that stray.
Oh, I hate this town. Okay. Why do you hate refugees?
They'd have done well to lead a pious life before the war. They think they can come crawling here for a second chance.
Victim
but it's
blaming.
too late.
Good.
The wheat has been parted from the chaff. There is nothing for them but to accept their fate as Lyria dealt it.
You people are pieces of shit. So what's your enlightened opinion on the war?
I fought in Gallifore Plain and the War of Paris. Took a wound in Oriator's lance. I served my time, served with honor.
The War of Parries. Nobody died in that war. Every blow was just parried. It's a very long and very safe war. Tell me about the Fae. I'm sure this is going to be a well-reasoned opinion.
Tuatha, summer, winter, it makes no difference. They're no friend of mortal kind. What do you expect of a thing with no grasp of morality or honor or death?
Well, the Fae aren't that bad. I'm kind of friends with some of them, I guess. Goodbye,
Well?
obnoxious man. Let's see. We got White Nil Kern. I'm just looking to see if any of these people have a name that aren't, you know, villager or militia. There's a quest giver over there, it's Aethioff. Everybody else seems to just be some scrub. And there's like 3 buildings I can go in. Let's go into the House of Spoon. The Reed Song Inn. I love how you always hear music coming out of the ends, and then you go in the end and there's no music. Oh no, there is. There's the music guy.
The hill across the way is called Lyria has got the hill across the... Everyone knows Candy has been sneaking off to...
The people of Rathir hold Lyria, as everyone knows. Priestess Coralon's sermons are so full of strength and hope and wisdom.
The priestess says, Lyrius, I give to Mayra's collection as often as I can.
Florian Brennick.
Here's a valiant adventurer come to sleepy Tyrion's Rest. The war cheer you up and spit you out too? If not, it will. And you'll find yourself in some damn tavern, rotting behind a mug of ale.
I doubt it. Tell me of the war.
The war? Ha! The war's a grislier beast than these poor fools have dreamt of.
And what has your path been like?
Just a sorry old remnant of the war. Not sorrier than those damn refugees, the poor sots.
What about the refugees? I noticed they're not welcome here.
Best not to talk of them in this village. Lyria doesn't love them, or so I've heard, and she's not the only one.
Oh, you people are in trouble? Sorry, Lyria doesn't love you. Nothing we can do. It's up to Lyria. She said she doesn't love you, so kick rocks. Not our fault. Lyria doesn't love you. Fucking religious people, right? Okay. Tyrion's Rest. Kind of a shithole, eh?
It's a fine hill, if you like to sit and rot in your old age. That or praise Lyria's toes morn, noon and night.
Thank you for your time.
Goodbye then.
The hill across the way, the people of Rathir hold fast to Lyria, but our faith is purer. Why else could we have passed
a
the
new
war
face.
unscathed?
Irene Meniad. She was on the list of givers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost didn't notice you. I'm making remarkable progress in my research. You see, I'm writing the definitive biography on General Oriator.
Huh, have you been to his tomb? I have.
Without his courage and tactical brilliance, we'd never have driven the Tuatha from the plains. He and General Varlin are why I've come here, to comb the old battlefields for clues of what happened.
Alright, well tell me about this General Varlane.
You might say she was the moon to Oriator's son. Oh, I know some would take offense to my saying that. All the same, it's true.
Interesting. Have you seen any of the old battlefields?
The first was the Battle of Gallifore Plain, then... Oh, don't get me started.
Tell me about the war.
Well, the Battle of Gallifore Plain was the first triumph pinned to Oriator's name. Then into Willy, the Dawn March, the War of Parries, Varlane's Gambit, and finally, Oriator's Stand. He died driving the Tuatha from Erethel.
Well, that's nice. Who's Florian?
The veteran? He has lapsed into drunkenness. He's of no use to my research, or any other way besides.
Mm-hmm. Seems like he could be useful. So you're some sort of historian?
I come from the far north. Although we are farther from the action, a war against the Alfar is a war against us all.
That makes sense to me. So why are you here in this lovely village?
You shouldn't think all Loselfar are so devoted to Lyria. Where I come from, in the north, we take a much more balanced view.
Balanced view sounds good. Nice talking to you. So much boggart belling. Hashtag Bell that boggart. Ah, Mayra, she's the one taking up the collection.
Yes, dearie.
For the donations.
Welcome to the Reedsong Inn. Come in, and Lyria light your way. If you can spare a coin for our troops in the war, well then, all the better.
I can spare a coin. I've got 1.2 million. Here, let me just drop like 100k on you. I don't give a shit. How much would a room set me back in this establishment?
A room in the inn? Why, you're in luck. I have one to spare.
No, thank you.
Well, if you ever do, you need but ask.
Makes sense that I'd be yawning since I slept for 13 fucking hours. Tell me about this inn.
As long as you're not a sodding fae, you're most welcome here.
Well, I am the queen of the House of Ballads, but that doesn't make me a fae. What's the deal with this village? Is everyone really so gung-ho about Lyria?
High Priestess Tyrion made camp right here on her sojourn to settle Rathir. It is said she was given a vision by Lyria on this very ground.
Ah, that's why it's called Tyrion's Rest. I get it. But what do you think about Lyria? Does she really hate the refugees?
Our goddess and protector, the Alfar's guiding light. It was her will we were spared the Fae sword 10 years back.
And what about the war? How's it going?
I hear the conditions in Cluricon are just wretched. My own son was there, gave his life for the cause. That's why I've taken up collection. Every coin goes to those poor soldiers across the water.
I see, I see. So you're the one that collects the gold for the troops?
That I do. We all must do our part. Have you got a few coin to spare, then?
What about veterans and refugees?
And what about them? I don't see what they're doing to fight the Fae.
You don't see what veterans are... They already fought... You people really piss me off. Fine, here's a little bit of money for the troops. It's many times as much as anybody in this village donated, but it's nothing to me.
There's a good soul. Say, would you do one more favor for an old innkeep? This purse is full of collections. Would you be so good as to bring it to the box in our sanctuary? I can't go myself, and there's someone I can't trust.
Wait, you trust me? I just showed up here. Who don't you trust?
If you want to know the truth of it, someone's been swiping from the collections. We don't know who, but I'm sure you weren't the one.
Fine, I'll do it.
Lyria, bless your fate. Sanctuary's just across the bridge at the end of the walk. The box is inside. And if you happen upon the thief, and in my opinion it must take place in the darkest night, tell the priestess to white nil at once.
Where do I bring this purse?
The sanctuary's cross the bridge and down the path. The box is inside. You can't miss it.
Well,
and keep your eyes sharp. A little thief has been taking from that box. Sometime in the dead of night, I imagine.
Well, ratting out that thief is not something I'll be doing.
Right enough.
Collections. After giving money to the war collection in Tyrion's Rest, Mayra the innkeep asked me to deliver her purse of collections to the village sanctuary. She warned me to look out for a thief whom she believes must sneak in at night and take from the box. Now, here's the deal. I just put 3,600 coins in this bag, plus whatever else was in there, and that box was pretty fucking small. I don't think 3,600 coins is gonna fit inside that box. I'm just saying. It's gonna be all spilling out and shit.
The Nareens are back. They shouldn't have come.
Greetings.
The Fae is a creature of utmost evil, an enemy of all that is good.
What's the purse?
Ah, the collections.
I have heard someone's been stealing from the box. Can't imagine who.
Damn it, my quest wants me to catch the thief. May with Innkeep warned me to look out for a thief, whom she believes must sneak to the village sanctuary at night and take from the collections box. Perhaps if I stood watch at night, I could catch them. Well, I'm gonna try to catch them, but then not, like,
Hold fast to
actually turn 'em
Lyria,
in,
for
if
she
I
is the
can.
goddess of power and fate.
Catch and release type of thing, you know? Well, there's no way to make time unless I go to the inn and get a bed. So, I mean, make time pass. So I guess I'm gonna have to... What time is it now? Dude, it's 11:42 in the morning, so it'll take forever to wait until nighttime if I don't go to the inn and rest. So I guess I'll just go drop 450 gold. I think this will be the first time in the whole game that I've paid for a fucking inn bed.
Yes, yes.
Maybe the second time.
You look fit to fight. Heading east then to Cluricon to serve?
I've already killed more Tuatha than any of those fucking soldiers. I delivered the purse.
There's a dear. If you happen to be around there at any odd times, do keep an eye for that thief. Lyria only knows when they're doing it. I'm sure the priestess or White Neil would want to hear of it if you did find the scoundrel.
Let me get a room.
A room in the inn? Why, you're in luck. I think you'll find it lovely. A nicer spot to rest your weary bones, I can't imagine.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, then.
Not sure if it's this one or the one upstairs. Apparently it's the one upstairs. Okay, she says I happen to have one room available. She only has one room. That other room is her room. Alright. It's 12 p.m. So if I sleep for 12 hours, it'll be midnight. Okay, it's midnight. Finally, that infernal
The
rat.
Narines are back.
This
They
place
shouldn't
is
have come.
really full of people in the middle of the night. What the fuck?
Yes, yes.
It's the middle of the damn night. Why are they all here? This is super weird. I know why they're all here. Because they don't have beds. Because there's not enough actual buildings with rooms with beds for all these people to be in them.
Keep the peace in Tyrion's Rest.
Oh, I see you, buddy. I see ya. It's
What are you
Florian.
doing here? I'm just here for a midnight prayer. Ah, what's the use? You've caught me. Yes, I was stealing from the till. It's not as if those doomed sods off in Cluricon need this gold. Not half as much as where I'm putting it.
And where are you putting it?
Not in to drink, if that's what you're thinking. There's some wretches off in Forsaken Plain. They don't know it's me. Nobody does. But I leave gold for them when I can down by Snowmelt. Bloody least I can do.
That sounds noble. I'm happy about this. I won't tell anyone.
No? Well, it's good to see someone who's got a heart for a change. If I was stealing for drink, they might give me a scolding. If they knew it was for Forsaken Plains refugees, they'd toss me in jail. There's Tyrion's Rest for you. All right.
Now I steal from the box.
I'm going.
No, by all means, keep doing what you're doing, but I did have some questions for you. You've been helping out the refugees.
Hush now. No sense in talking to that poor lot here. Ain't that right, friend?
What do you know about that scholar in the inn?
Irene's her name. Came here going on about old Oriator. Heard I'd fought and seemed set to talk my ears off. So I asked her for a kiss. Turned red as a setting sun and went right back to her books.
I see. General Orator, did you serve under him?
The old dog died face down in Tawilly mud. Whatever he was in life, I say that earned his right to be remembered a hero.
Makes sense. Good luck, Florian.
Goodbye, then.
Keep doing what you're doing. I caught Florian Brennick stealing from the collections box in the Tyrion's Rest Sanctuary. It turns out, however, that he was stealing gold to give to refugees on the Forsaken Plains. I promise not to reveal his secret. Alright, so that quest ended in a way that which was satisfactory
Keep the peace in
to
Tyrion's
me.
Rest.
Everybody is fucking here. In the middle of the damn night.
Ah, so you tried and never found that thief then, did you? I fear what may befall us, I do. We shall be cast upon the plains with all the other wretches if this goes on.
I cannot tell you how much I hope that happens. Anyway, you should probably stop looking for the collections thief.
Nobody's been able to find him or her, including you. This will end badly one way or another. Mark my words.
Goodbye.
Right enough.
Are there any NPCs in here now in the middle of the night that I haven't talked to? A White Nail Kern, Mayra, Florian, Marine.
Yes, how can I help?
You can't.
No vagrants, no beggars, no fae. Long as you're not a refugee or a damn fae.
No, look, you look Cerebel in the eye and tell her she's got to leave her own farm. I couldn't.
Here we have Pergrin and Brad, Mercantile. A little Alk Lab.
Oh, why, hello.
Hi. Don't mind me. Hey, there's a map. What's up, Trath Fernesser? How you doing? Welcome. You missed that game so much? You missed this game? Kingdoms of Amalur? It's a pretty fun game. I'm enjoying it.
Welcome to Brad and Sergrin. What brings the likes of you to our peaceful little town? If it's trade, Aethiof and I are more than happy to have your business.
Tell me about yourself, Brad.
Just an old merchant, enjoying a comfortable life in the countryside, although trade has been rather slow lately.
What is your trade like here?
Trade is good. Not what you'll find in Rathir, to be sure. But please, have a look for yourself.
Has the war touched you here?
We buried our things during the war. I left something I love, but with all the danger there, I won't go wading back.
I sense a quest. What do you think of the priestess?
The priestess is quite a boon to our community. I don't know if we'd be so prosperous without her guidance.
I don't like her. I don't like any of you, really. Aethiof, I've heard his name, haven't met him.
My business partner. Poor fellow. He's lost so much to the coast. Now his own daughter's gone back there. It'd be a risky venture to say it will end well.
I sense another quest. So it's very peaceful here, you say?
Oh, yes. Lyria's blessing, our priestess calls it. We have good trade, good health. No violence, no crime. Why, not a soul's been thrown in the... Ah, Gwastel, you old fool. You never did know when to keep your mouth shut.
Too late to hide it now.
No, I've said too much already.
What? Hold on.
Yes, that's for the best. Thank you. Come again.
I'm gonna save scum that. 69%. Oh shit! I'm back here. Hold on. Shouldn't I have had a quick an auto save after this? Yeah.
Oh, why, hello.
What up, Gwastel Brad? Fucking Gwastel.
Welcome to Brad. If it's trade, Aethiof and I are... Trade is good. Not we buried our things during the war. Trade is good. Not we... The priestess is quite a... Just an old merchant. My business partner. My business partner. Oh, yes. No violence, no crime. Why, no, I've said too much already.
Listen, motherfucker.
Yes, that's for... Come again.
I'll decide when you've said too much.
Welcome to Brad. If it's trade, Aethiof and I are... Trade is good. Not what you'll find in Rathir. We buried our things during... The priestess is quite a... Just an old merchant. My business partner. Oh, yes. No violence, no crime. Why, not a soul's been thrown in the... Ah, Gwastel, you old fool. You never did know when to keep your mouth shut.
Too late to hide it now, and I mean it this time.
There's a prisoner in the jail. Not a mortal. But Orella and White Nil said it was right, and it's not as if they see things as we do anyway. He might be happy there. Only please, don't breathe a word of this to anyone.
He might be happy there as a prisoner. They've locked up a Fae. Tell me more about this strange little town.
I've gone and run on at the mouth again. Tyrion's Rest is a lovely place, and what's done is done, and locked away and forgotten.
I don't think so. Who is this prisoner?
I told you, he's in the jail, in Burren Cove. Go see for yourself if you must. Just don't tell anyone I had anything to do with it.
I see. Alright, goodbye, Gwastel.
Come again.
Tyrion's secret. It seems that some prisoner may be hidden in Burren Cove, but no one will tell me more. The only solution is to visit the cove itself. Alright, now we got some intrigue. I'm gonna sell some shit.
Well then, what'll it be?
Chakrams of Mysticism. Okay. Noble's Talisman of Ice Attenuation. Ooh. Pretty good. It blocks a lot of extra damage. I lose one off my sorcery abilities, though. Probably worth it. Mana sap. Mana steal per hit. That's pretty good. Oppressor's Gem. Not surprising that they would have that here. I'm tempted to buy this talisman. Pretty nice. I'd get 12 more armor, I'd get some more blocking, 60 health, and 16% ice resistance. I'd lose +1 to sorcery abilities. You know what? No. I'm gonna stick with the one I've got. For now. Goodbye, Guastel. Turin's secret. Investigate Burren Cove. Oh, I forgot to sell him stuff.
What can I do for you?
Ferox. The longsword. I'm gonna hold on to that book. No, I'm not. $36 Freeman armbands, that's worth a lot of money. 1.3 mil. I don't think I'm gonna have money problems going forward. I mean, I don't know how much the advanced and master trainers are gonna cost. Or like the final backpacks or whatever, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna have any issues with money going forward. I could probably just stop looting shit now and be fine for the whole rest of the game. Of course, I'm not going to stop looting shit because that's madness, but I could.
Good day, then.
I'm a paragon. I'm a paragon.
Will no one help me?
Yes, I'll help you calm your shit. They have a lot of stuff back here to break, but I'm not going to. I'm not some kind of savage who just comes into town and starts breaking all their stuff. Not some kind of savage, I say. I am somebody that'll loot this chest, though, because didn't say I was stealing. What up, Aurochs? Amalurian cow. Alright. Athioff
Please,
Surgrin.
it's my daughter. She needs your help.
She probably doesn't need my help at all, but you're just being overprotective and worrisome and whatever. Let's talk about it.
Please, can't you help? I need someone to travel to the Tawili coast. It's my daughter.
I've already gotten part of the story. Let me guess. She's gone to a place where you didn't want her to go, and to you that means she needs help, right? Alright. Let's back it up here. You're Athioff, right? I've heard you're a very righteous man, which could be good or bad.
I'm a merchant, originally of Culm, and I have seen my share of grief.
What happened to Colne?
The village stood alone along the Tawili coast, overlooking the sea. It was one of the first places to fall when the Tuatha invaded. Culm has been abandoned for years, and it's a place best forgotten. Anella was determined to rebuild it, though.
And what about Tyrion's Rest? This place was spared because of Lyria, right?
This is my adopted home. The people have been good to me here. But there is no use talking to them of certain things. I gave up trying long ago.
What's the Tawili coast like?
It's the land that lies along the western edge of the Forian Strait. The coast bore the brunt of the Tuatha invasion 10 years ago.
Alright. What terrible peril is your daughter in?
Anula led a group of refugees to the town of Kuln. I warned her not to go, but she's always been a strong-willed girl. I should have heard from her by now, and the caravanners say that bands of Tuatha have landed on the coast. If anything happened to Anila, I don't know what I'd do. Please, help me.
What refugees?
It's been 10 years since we drove the Tuatha from these lands, and still the refugees are living in tents on the Forsaken Plain. They've talked of resettling Kuln. Anela took up their cause and agreed to lead them there.
That sounds like a good idea. Alright. I'll find her. She's probably fine.
You will? At last! Mitharu bless you, friend. Anela led the refugees to the ruins of Kuln on the Tuwili coast. Look for her there. If she's hurt, bring her back safely. If she's dead...
What do you know of these Tuatha raiders?
Even though the Tuatha army is held inside Cluricon, small groups can sneak through the mountains and across the water. It's happened before. If the rumors are true, Anela and the refugees will be right in the path of any raiders.
Tell me more about Anela. She sounds like the only person I'd like from this place.
I know what Kuln meant to her. She was just a child when we fled. But this is folly.
Where is Kuln, anyway?
The ruins lie south of Rathir and the old battleground. If there's trouble, the settlers may have hidden. Possibly in the village.
I'll go look.
My Anela, I'm so worried.
Out of the ruins. Aethiof Sergrin is paying me to look for his daughter Anela on the Twili coast. She led a group of refugees to resettle the ruined village of Kuln. Rumors of Tuatha raiders in the area have Aethiof fearful of her safety. Locksmith. Hey, don't I need to... Isn't this who I need to meet with for my main quest? Or not my main quest, but for Lock and Key? Oh yeah, for the Locksmith Tyrion in Tyrion's Rest. I need to go here for the quest for the Warsworn. I'll do that, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I want to look into this other thing first.
You look Cerebel in the eye and tell her she's got to leave her own farm. I couldn't.
I wonder if I can ask anyone else about this Burren Cove.
Hmm?
You.
Look at you, so young. You don't know what war is. It's a terrible thing. Terrible. Well then.
I might not know what war is, but I know what killing 2,420 things is. How many things have you killed, motherfucker? I know what dealing 2 million damage is. How much damage have you dealt? Just saying. They don't know shit about it.
Lyria bless and let the Fae be damned.
Doesn't know
Right
shit
enough.
about it. The person I really need to talk to is that priestess. But it probably won't let me talk to her about it either.
Can I help you?
I don't know, can you? It's interesting that there's 2 entrances to Burren Cove, right? One of them is down here, through this door. There she is. And one of them is out there in the wilderness, which we found before. Let's see if we can discuss it with her at all.
Here, Lyria's name is always on our lips.
I can't even mention it to her. Okay.
Bless you, child.
Well, now she's... We're going in. They can't burn the evidence. Is that rat talking? I will dig your grave! Oh, hey guys. I will dig your grave! That rat got his grave dug. Oh, there's the guy. Well, hold on. I'm gonna explore the rest of this place first. Oh, there's guards and shit in here. Sack value. I don't really know why sometimes it just says like loot giant rat and sometimes it says loot treasure sack. Like why do they have a sack value some of the time? Okay, so I think there's some guards. Oh, that guy's even got a name. I don't know if they'll get upset with me when if I'm in here. Let's find out. Very hard. Whatever. Where's Mirror Pick? I ain't got time for very hard.
Who goes there? Stand forth.
It's me.
You. What do you think you're doing here? State your business or leave.
Tell me about this place.
It's what we've got for a prison here. Common cells off that way. They don't get much use. Hardly none at all. Then there's, well, there's what lies beyond this door, which is neither for you nor I to go poking about in.
I've already poked about. Who are you?
I'm paid to guard this cove, and that's what I do. No one enters, no one leaves. None but the good priestess, or old white Nil.
Tell me about the priestess.
Not much I can tell you about the good priestess. For one, I'm not sure she can't hear us, even now. Her power covers this town, and she coddles it like a newborn child. Smothers it, sometimes, if you ask me.
I see. What's the real secret of Tyrion's Rest?
I imagine it's a fine enough village, if you don't mind some going on about Lyria, and you're not a refugee.
It's nice to meet someone that isn't so, zealous. White Nil. Seems kind of like a douche, yes?
He's the priestess's old watchdog, that's what he is. And my commander. She says bark, he barks. Bite, he bites. He keeps me and the militia orderly, and sits on his bench. That's all.
Lovely. Well, you're going to need to let me enter, especially since I just came out of this door.
You? Go in there? Huh. No, no, no. Not allowed. Not on your life.
Well, I'd really hate to have to use force.
Yes. Yes, that would be quite a shame, wouldn't it? Why don't you go on through? And not mention this to, anyone? Aye.
Telling everyone that Frayne old Koras let me the fuck in. I'm here to open all the things. Let my people go! Freedom!
Refugees aren't welcome. How could I tell Arik to go? We played Bell the Boggart when we were boys.
Hey, we got ourselves another Bell the Boggart player here. Bell the Boggart. We played some Bell the Boggart.
Greeting. No crime troubles this pious village. Wouldn't like to see that change now, would we?
There's like nothing in there. There's no reason to pick this lock.
Welcome to Tyrion's Rest.
Opened by a nearby lever. Don't you ever pull my lever, 'cause I explode, and my 9 is easier to load. I don't see no lever. Oh, this lever. Alright, let's go talk to this Fae that they've imprisoned.
Greetings.
There's the coward that let us in. Alright, homie Juice.
You are not Nil the White, nor the priestess. Have you come to laugh? Or to beg me for oracles?
What are these oracles you speak of?
They brought me here to know the future. Wanting riches, wanting luck. When I could give them none of those things, they spat and called me Tuatha and left.
But these people are even bigger pieces of shit than I thought. So that priestess, real piece of work, isn't she?
She saps the power from my limbs and uses it for her own. She is as the cypress, standing tall in a calm, yet bending in the slightest breeze.
Yes, I have a feeling I'm going to have words with her. And that Nil the White? I assume he hasn't treated you well either.
It was he and the priestess who put me here. He returns from time to time to sputter and gloat with his scarred thoughts.
So what are you doing here? How did you end up in this position in the first place?
Nothing at all. I sit in reverie. I cannot stretch beyond the confines of this circle.
Yes, but why are you here?
Because the priestess and Nil the White put me here, and I cannot leave.
What is that circle?
It is a prison of powerful magic. The magic of the children of dust. Magic that is strange to me.
You want to be freed?
Yes, more than anything. But as you see, I cannot. There is the gate, which Nil the White can unlock with his key. And there is the circle, my true prison, which can be broken by words only the priestess herself knows.
How can I free you again?
Is that why you have come? You'll need Nil's key to open this gate. The magic words of the priestess will release me from her circle.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure I can just pick this lock. The Fey Adar is imprisoned behind the jail in Burn Cove. An iron gate bars the way, and a circle of magic holds him in place. Nil Kern has the key to the gate, and Priestess knows the words that can break the circle. I wonder if I can break the circle with dispelling, if I get the gate open. So, what if I were to just casually use a Prismere pick, and then grab some Issa's breath? Like, I can just run right through the circle, but I wonder if I could use dispelling.
The gate swings open, but I am no freer than I was. Can you break this circle, mortal?
Apparently not. But what if I drank a dispelling boost? Now can I do it? Now I have max dispelling.
While this spell encircles me, I remain is that the magic words of the priestess will release.
Okay, so that won't work. If that's the case, let's go talk to these motherfuckers. I'm about to murder everybody in this town in a second. Well, not everybody. Just the priestess and Nilva White. I don't have any quests for them, do I? I mean, if Nilva White and the priestess were to mysteriously die, that wouldn't fuck up any quests that I currently have. I'm just saying. I'm not happy with them. First of all, let's test something. Science, okay? It's just science.
Leave me alone!
So, she doesn't have the magic words, like, on her. I wonder if there's a way to get the magic words now that I've murdered her. I don't see no magic words in there. I don't see no magic words in there. Because if you've killed her, I wonder if it makes the quest impossible to... Because it didn't come up with a thing saying quest failed. Endium 5 is not what I'm looking for. Here it is. Spellbook Cornet Coralon. The book lies open to several spells of healing and lifting of curses. Among the other pages, one with a bent corner and the smudges of frequent use stands out. The spell Circle of Holding describes a circular prison, especially useful for holding magical beings. The spell includes the words required to release the spell. Convenient. So, you can get the words even after you've killed her. And then I could kill Nilva White and get his key, or I could just pick the lock, honestly. But let's not get hasty, right? Let's not jump to anything yet. Let's talk to her first.
Pray for our Alpha soldiers across the water.
I've seen Adar.
I am sure I don't know what you are speaking of.
Why did you do it?
Do what? Are you accusing a daughter of Lyria of... Do you know who I am?
You're about to be dead. How do I break the circle?
If you persist in speaking nonsense, I will ask you to leave Tyrann's Rest.
This is your last chance to survive. About Adar.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Right. My mistake.
You are forgiven, as it is Lyria's nature to forgive.
Oh, fuck you. I refuse to be quote-unquote forgiven.
You, there. See that a guard keeps watch within my sanctuary.
Who is she even talking to?
How dare you!
She had some beads. I don't think anybody else even knows that I did that. Like, I don't think I got a bounty or anything. No bounty. Look, she made me mad, okay? Now, I gotta find a good time and place to jump Nil the White. This town would be better off without those two. Well, presumably Nil the White is... He must be in the inn. I don't want to kill everybody in the inn. I just want to kill him. He's got to sleep sometime, somewhere. Right? He's not in here. I wonder where he is. He's got to be somewhere. Wonder if he's in Burren Cove, strangely enough. Can't imagine why he'd be in Surgren and Brad, but you never know. Is he in the prison? I think he is in here.
I'd like to know just what you've been doing in there. On second thought, no. I'm much happier not knowing. Fine day to you.
What's in there anyway?
Go in there and see for your damn self. I won't stop you. He's the priestess. She says bark, aye.
Yeah, but where is he? Where is he? I just realized my quest will tell me, my quest marker thing will tell me exactly where the fuck he is. My little fucking yellow circle will guide me directly to him. Okay. dead priestess laying there. These three casually hanging out and praying. Presumably, he's over there. Oh, he's off by himself. I like that. It's almost like they set it up so you could murder them.
I had my foibles in my youth, but I'm a pious man now. A pillar, you might say.
I know about Adar.
I see. It's not pretty, but it had to be done. If you'd seen all that I have, those creatures are a menace.
Menace? He's no Tuatha.
All Fae are the same. They look harmless enough, but what they are is a threat to all Alfar.
Give me the key.
So you can go and set that thing free? Do you take me for a fool?
Forget it. Just forget it. I will dig your grave!
Leave me alone!
Alright, so I think nobody noticed that. I don't think I got a bounty at all. No bounty. So I'm clean. These were clean kills. White Nail Kern wore this on his belt at all times. Alright, I have the keys. And the magic words. I murdered both of those assholes, and didn't get caught for it, and nobody else in town is even any the wiser. With the key in hand, I can unlock the gate to Adar's prison cell in Burren Cove. And I must free him from the magic cage within. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Welcome to
nothing
Tyrion's
going on
Rest.
here. I'm just a law-abiding citizen, know
No
what I mean?
crime troubles this pious
No crime troubles this pious village. You've
Don't
just
they know they
murdered
don't belong?
the leaders of the town. Basically,
Another fine
the
day.
mayor and the sheriff just got butchered. No crime troubles this pious village. You know what's not happening here? Any crime. I got you. Press F to break circle. I'm gonna F this circle up.
Ah, my powers return. Benevolent child of dust, accept this gift. Find me among hill and dale. If you are hurt, I will heal you.
You'll heal me?
First, I must leave this cave a little while, mortal, and renew myself with the land.
Well, Nil the White is no longer living.
I have not yet made up my mind what turn of seasons are due to him. I do not think they will be mild.
Oh, his turn of seasons have already been fucked. Also, the priestess killed her too.
The spell is cut like the tree's deep root. What power she took from me have ceased to flow.
Good luck, Adar. My 83rd task is complete. The Fey Adar was imprisoned beneath Tyrion's Rest by some of its villagers. He's free now and will walk the verdant paths of Galafor Plain. I feel like I've accomplished something. All those seasons turned, yeah. I just want to watch him walk the fuck out of town and see if anybody harasses him. He's probably just gone now, though. Wait. Is that the priestess alive again? What the fuck? What?
You! It was you!
Dead body of the priestess. Living priestess standing here. What the shit?
You are a test of faith sent me by the goddess. Grant me strength to endure it.
So, about healing.
Even if I had my former powers, I would not waste them on you, you meddling ingrate.
Oh, I'm gonna have to kill you again.
Bless you.
Not in front of these people, though. What's up, Cuddly Panda? How you doing? Welcome back. I wonder if White Nil is also alive. I don't see him. He may remain dead. So she doesn't want to be my healer anymore. Which, frankly, I'm not deeply concerned
Goddess
about.
be with you.
I'm good. Thanks, Cuddly Panda. Murdered a priestess in this town, and now she's alive again. And I feel confused
Lyria's light
about
be upon you.
Yeah, you too, I guess. Like, how long do I get this bed for that I paid for? Apparently as long as I want. Because here it is still available for me to use. What time is it? 9 a.m. Sleep until... Sleep for a good 15 hours.
There's a Fae loose. Best not venture on the plain.
I don't think he's here. Yeah, he might actually be
Filthy
dead.
refugees. Don't they know they...
We won't stand for that. How dare she be alive yet again? Slaughter her. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm looking for this other guy that I killed too, just to make sure that he's not alive, but he's not. Alright, we're gonna go kill the priestess again.
Greetings.
Because I don't approve of her activities. She's making the world a worse place. She's part of the problem, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show her. But Lyria, not on her side. Priestess Coralon, hi. She's like, what did I do? You know what you did. Still no bounty, so that's great. You know what you did. And I got 10 gold off her. Alright, now I feel like I've rectified the problems in this village sufficiently. Village problems sufficiently rectified. So, now that that's dealt with, have with calm, search for the paling wand, Maddox Dace, Lord Crass. I do need to speak with Locksmith Tarian.
Keep the peace in Tyrian's Rest.
Oh, I kept the peace, alright. I made 2 of your villagers extremely peaceful. Leader of the guards and the leader of the town. Both dead. Although, it doesn't seem like anyone's reacting. Maybe it's too soon. Like, I want to know if I come back here in a few days. when I talk to people, they'll actually say something about them being dead. Or if it's just like, whatevs. We haven't even noticed the fact that our leadership is dead. Indestructible Greaves. Not all that indestructible, honestly. More destructible than advertised. Alright. Tyrion's Rest. I want to explore the rest of this zone. Or she'll come back yet again. You're the bringer of peace. Do you belong to the religion of peace? I belong to the religion of love. My character's god is the god of love. And out of love for those who were being oppressed and wronged by those people, I had to murder them. Oh, hey buddy. Where the fuck did you come from? Sometimes you gotta murder in the name of love. You know? I'm not killing these mud crabs. Not a monster. Blades of Ravening. In case I need to raven, I can do that. Where am I? Awaken the other 4 windstones. Lovely waterfalls. Why do I feel like a Banshan is about to pop up out of the water and start kicking my ass? White Flake! Good. Good. Thought I came over here. Well, apparently a Banshan is not about to pop out of the water and start kicking my ass. Much to my surprise. Well, there's a lot of water here. Banshan ass kickery could still happen at any time. Oh, here's the ancient windstone. Alright, well, we're gonna strike this chime and then some fucking asshole in the Scaru or something are gonna come out and start kicking our ass. So, quick save. Is that a tyrant? Oh, fuck no. Oh shit. Alright, they're like immune to fire, I think. Let's just make sure. Yeah, fire does nothing to them. So let's switch to lightning. Holy crap, this guy's owning me. I don't even get a chance to attack him, basically. He killed me. Wow. Those things were really tough. I think Nisgard Tyrants are the hardest monsters in the game. Alright. Alright. What's my potion status look like? I got 7 minor of those. Greater health regen, greater healing, master healing. I should have enough potions. I was trying to conserve potions that time, which obviously I should not do in this case. What the fuck is this asshole doing? That's not going to do any good. Motherfucker, dude. That seems bad, whatever he's doing there. Alright, I got him. Just a bunch of potions. Used all my minor healing potions and one of my minor health regens. Oh! Shoes of Seasons. These garments are all that remains of mystical summer Fey House of Seasons. That's a lot of fire resistance. Those would be nice to throw on my feet when I'm fighting one of those in the future. Needs more reckoning. Oh, I forgot about reckoning mode again. I totally should have used reckoning mode. All the dramatic battle music, right? What's up, son? How you doing? Welcome. Alright, well, I'm not going to wear these at this time. Robes of efficiency. No. And then that completes that quest. The gates of Earl Tusk are unlocked. I should return there to help General Talera find the piercing light and keep the Niskaru at bay. Alright, so I managed to do all the windstones. Niskaru Tyrant. Man, those things are no joke. Especially since they're immune to fire, and fire damage is like my main thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes them super hard. At least I have this good new greatsword that's not all based on fire damage. I will dig your grave! I dug his grave. Alright, that's the way that leads to the Tawili Coast, so I'm not going to go that way right now. Very easy to spell, 90%, I'll take it. Lots of waterfalls. Every time I'm running around this much water, I'm always expecting a Banshane to show up out of nowhere and kick my ass. Oh, this is the way I came from. From Kandrian. So... let's grab some Sky Blossom. Dig your grave! Dig your grave! Kind of like killing Mergen because they don't really do a lot of bullshit. Gauntlets of lightning hindrance. I'll hinder the shit out some lightning. Oh, what's this place? Gloam Thicket. I just leveled up from discovering it. It's cool. Level up. Max out dispelling. And... Older. Ferns. Delayed special attacks for the staff and chakrams. requires arcane weaponry too. Huh. Requires 50. I need to put 10 more points in sorcery to get Tempest. What am I even gonna put him in? One, two, three, four, five, six. And then I guess I have to put 4 into like staff mastery. Just in case I decide I want to use a staff. Because I definitely do not want Fair Gorta or Sphere of Protection. Or this ice shit, right? The Blasphemy of Ice, can't have that. So I'm not real excited about any of the things that I can get here for now. I'm more excited about might things, I suppose. So there's a lot of things I want in might. Such as Concussive Force, extra damage versus stunned enemies. So if I hit him with the lightning bolt and stun him, I could do extra damage to him. Bulwark is nice. Chance of stunning your attacker every time you get hit by a melee attack. I want Vengeance. Chance for Reflection when I have Relentless Assault on. I want all of Power Strike. Extra crit chance when Adrenaline Surge is in effect. I want all of that stuff. So I think I'll take a little bit of Concussive Force. A little bit of Bulwark. And a little more Power Strike. Staying a Paragon. Staff Infection, says Knox. Staff Infection, he says. We'll map this thing. Okay. Come back over here. Basically what I'm doing right now is just fully exploring the land area of this zone. I was just here. I still haven't found the other 4th stone that you use at this weird circle of stones thing. There's some boggarts. Oh! You know what it's time to play? It's time to play Bell the Boggart. Oh, and there's Arcane Barghests. I will dig your grave! Alright. Good times. I will dig your grave! The reason I always say I will dig your grave is because this move is called Grave Digger. And it's like my newest move that I've gotten, so now I'm all excited about it. It's called Grave Digger. So when I use it, I have to say I will dig your grave. One might expect. Dude, I belled the shit out of those boggarts. Hashtag bell dem boggarts. All the grave digging, that's right.
First the Hero Tree, then the shapes of trees and heads and hawks, made by the white caps of the waves before they crash. Then 1,000 other wonders in my lands have faded, failed, and fallen still. All I know and love is slipping from my grasp.
What is this Galafor guy talking about? Andrian Galafor, the Valley of Mihari, a phase thoughts and existence in the blessed Valley of Galafor. Doesn't seem all that blessed. Got some more boggarts to bell over here. Dude, my fire damage spell is so overpowered when I'm not using it against something that's resistant to fire. Really? Really? I wanted somebody to run up on me so I could do that to him, but no. Can't even get that in my life. You're really bogging them down. Caps lock fail. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Aurochs. Alright, let's see. So I came up this way. Oh, there's Adar. Go see our buddy Adar. He's got his own little spot now. His own little hangout.
'Tis done now. My powers are my own, and the balance of Galafor has been restored. I have shown White Nil the nature of his soul.
Really? Because I
It
killed him.
appears he could not accept it, and now he will forever be a prisoner of his own mind.
But I killed him. Neil the White. You say he's alive?
This one is like a tree, whose bark holds strong, but is rotten in its heart. I did no more than show him the truth of his ways. Perhaps it is not evenly balanced. After all, he will die so soon, less than a century, and then the torments he suffers will fade away.
Tell me about this blessed valley of Galafor.
The years I spent within that cove were unending winter, yet my feet touched the soil of this vale, and that is what sustained me.
Priestess. I've killed her twice now, so I don't know how that's gonna stick.
The moment you broke her spell, the power she stole returned to me. Yes, she used it as I would have done, to heal and nurture and protect. Therefore I did not treat her with a heavy hand, as I did with Nil the White.
Oh, I treated her with a very heavy hand, so now you can do healing.
My strength and powers are returned. If you are injured, it would please me to be of help.
Although I'm sure you're gonna charge me standard rates. Goodbye, Adar.
There it goes.
His own little hangout. How adorable, says Nox. Nice. Adorable. Here are these assholes. Bell them boggarts. I'll dig your grave! Dig your grave! Had to dig a couple quick graves there. Had to dig a couple quick graves. Wait, who the fuck is Graham Haley? I don't think that's somebody I've met before. Well, I think there's a memorial here, because this is where the Battle of Galafor Plain was fought. Near this stone, General Orator once raised his sword and launched the charge that broke the Tuatha ranks, earning our first victory against the Tuatha invaders. That's pretty cool. If he did it for free, he might have your adoration. There we go. Heart of Ember? Oh, it's a hammer, though. Oh, I wish this was a great sword, because it's all huge and fucking mass damage and fire and everything. This primitive weapon is the captured essence of the Obsidian Peaks. Its enchantment protects the wielder from the molten rock that forms the head of this great hammer. I'm tempted to, like, spec into hammers. Because that thing is a motherfucker. I don't like it, though. I mean, I don't like the hammer moveset. That's interesting. The from block move has a little kick. I don't want to use a hammer, though, honestly. I'll just go back to using Luxuria. Dig your grave! I need to make some more minor healing potions. This is a big zone. Dig your grave! Oh, I didn't dig his grave. I fucked it up. I just killed him. Not as cool as digging his grave. Oh yeah, I remember this little uncave. Killed these already. Sprite Frost Champ. Oh yes, he's gonna be fire vulnerable. Got something for you. That looked like it did a lot of damage, that last hit. I didn't see how much, though. But it was 4 digits. It was 4 digits. Ooh, digit is a much more fun way of saying digit. What the fuck is happening over here? Okay, motherfucker. Dig your grave!
Has anyone seen Candia lately?
Who the fuck are these people? And why were they all getting mauled by monsters?
Nobody knows where White Nil's gone. Have you seen him?
I know where White Nil's gone. I dug his grave! Why were these villagers over here?
Priestess the people of Rathir hold fast to Lyria, but our faith is pure.
Nobody knows where Priestess Lyria has guided us through war and famine.
Everyone knows Candir's been sneaking
Look, if
off
I
to
go
the
back to that fucking town and that priestess is alive again, I'm not gonna be pleased. When I murder somebody, I expect them to stay murdered. That's the first murders I've committed in the game. I mean, other than times when I reloaded my save just to fuck around. But, like, the first actual murders I've committed... No, that's not true. I murdered that ambassador for that one quest. I will dig nobody's grave. I murdered that one ambassador for a quest. But that was for a quest. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it kind of legit. The only persons I've actually murdered that I didn't need to murder for a quest or something was that priestess and White Nell. Those were my first legitimate murders.
I saw you speaking with the vagrants on Beggar's Bluff. What lies have they told you? Why have you come this way?
I already dislike this person. I've come to Adaris for the Paling Wand.
You must not. Lyria has cast them out. The very fact that they must debase our blessed valley with fey sorcery proves it. Instead, you should bring the wand to me. Priestess Lorella will destroy it, and that will be an end to that. They'll be forced to go.
How about fuck no? I'm gonna add you to the list of people I've murdered here in a second. Tell me about Priestess Coralon. I mean, she's dead, but other than that...
We are truly blessed that she is here to lead us. I'm fortunate she holds me in her closest confidence.
Oh no, this is the one who's gonna take over now that Priestess Coralon's dead. Why do you have so much hatred for the Narines?
I will not deny the Narines lived here once. I even played with Arak as a girl, but they have no place here anymore. Lyria did not shield them from the Tuatha. It was against her will that they remain.
Oh, I'm about sick of this shit. What do you know about this Galafor? Allegedly a blessed valley.
Galafor has been sanctified and blessed by Lyria. Those who weathered her wrath unscathed are blessed as well.
And Beggar's Bluff, why is it called that?
Those heights across the Vale went by another name, before the war. Now, because of the filthy refugees who wander in from the western plains, we call it Beggar's Bluff.
I'm getting extremely tired of this attitude. Why do you want the wand?
Only to see those vagrants leave our land peacefully, nothing more. Fear not, you will be rewarded with gold as well as Lyria's grace.
Never, ever, ever. Goodbye. I'm fixing to fucking murder somebody else here because I'm not amused. That's the next one I'm probably gonna do. I think there's just one more little area of this zone for me to explore, and it's right here. Got some white flake. So here's a destroyed house. And this might be the final Galafor stone.
Will I watch the last of life flow from my land? Will I stand still as stone while the essence of its beauty drains away? No. Like Issa girding armor against Own, I, Mihari, will wrestle with the sinking sun, if that is what it takes to keep my land.
Well, the Fae ended up getting driven out of this land anyway, didn't they? Fucking mortals. Always fucking shit up. There's another Galafor stone over there on the way to the next area. Okay. That must be the last one. Alright, so at this point, we've explored all the outside area. We got a quest to do in Adaris. We've got the quest to do at the locksmith's house. We've got nothing in Gloam Thicket yet. And nothing in Skycrown yet. And then we gotta go back and open the gate at Earl Tusk after we're done here. So... "83 quests complete." Let's talk about the Paling Wand. That's the next order of business. What level am I? 26 already, holy shit. I see sprites. Dig your grave. Sack value. Bunch of sea flax. Alright, easy dispel. Auto attempt. Tempered robes and a white flake. Beautiful, beautiful. Hard dispel. Okay. Oh, but I'm super good at dispelling now. Like, super good. So, it shouldn't be a problem. Here we go. Looking for that Paling Wand. Boggarts. Had to get belled. Oh! I mean, it's blasphemy of ice. The variety and extravagance of the enchantments link this staff to the most ancient and traditional Fey workshops of the Court of Winter. So it's a beefy-ass cold staff. I mean, obviously I'm not going to use that, but it'll sell for a lot. fee. Braves got dug. I think up next I'll start raising either Sagecraft or Alchemy. Probably Sagecraft so I can use pristine quality shards. I'm about to get jumped. A lot of shards in here. That's a fucking thresh. Bog thresh, I'm in danger. Apparently I underestimated that. Apparently I underestimated. I'm back here. Guess I should have saved before trying to fight a bog thresh. And a bunch of boggarts. Tinder twig. Old spike. Dig your grave! Lots of shards. Shards for days. So many shards. this room where I thought I was going to get jumped, but I didn't. Quick save. Oh my god, even with all that potion drinkage, I still got killed. That's nuts. Dig your grave! Dig your grave! Alright, that was better. That was better. Dog thresh. They're pretty tough. They hit hard. And this must be the object of my quest. The Paling Wand. Found in the Fey Hallow in Galafor. Give it to Cerebel or Graham. Well, I'm sure the fuck not giving it to Graham. Bell the boggart, thrash the thresh. Slice the sprite. Break the brownie. Where the fuck did Graham even go? Just back in town? I want to know if that fucking priest is alive. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I want to know if time passes when I fast travel. I mean, I would assume that it does, right? Like, it should. It's 3:17 p.m. If I'm just like right to the Stone Candle Mines. All right, 3 hours passed. Interesting. So this area is pretty fucking small if you think about it. This whole Dalentarth region, if it only takes 3 hours to get from here All the way to here? This map is fucking tiny. Oh, maybe it's 3 hours on a different day, though. I didn't look at the day. Day 67, 6:19 p.m. Day 67, 6:19 p.m. Day 67. No, it's just 3 hours. How the fuck does it only take 3 hours to cross the whole fucking continent? Alright. Verisimilitude broken. Man, that's not cool. Now I don't have the sense that I'm running around in a big world. Now that I know. It takes no fucking actual time. Yeah, I just did 1,000 piece to that dude. I will dig your grave! What's up, guys? Dig your grave! No. Dig your grave! So it's actually really hard to get actual time to pass unless you go to a bed and rest for multiple days. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do, actually. Here's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna go back to Canarok. Gonna go in my house. I'm gonna check my potion supply. 2 minor, 6 minor. Grab some gossamer. Place. I'm gonna hold on to Heart of Ember just in case I decide I want to do some hammering. Put these boots in there. What's this gem do? It's an experience bonus. Okay, that's getting sold. Okay. And then I'm gonna hit up my bed. I'm gonna make some time pass and go back to the village and just see if anything's different. Sleep for 24 hours. Sleep for 24 hours. Sleep for 24 hours. Okay, let's go back. I want to see if A, either of them are still alive, B, if there's any consequences for my actions, or if anybody's like, oh no, the priestess is dead, what will we do? Or anything like that. So we'll go all the way back over here to Tyrion's Rest. Alright, the first thing is to look and see who's around. Athioff is still around. She's still around. Let's see if the priestess is alive.
You look cerebellin. You look. How could I best not? How could I? You look. Long as you're. How could I tell Arik to go? We played Bell the Boggart.
Let's see if that. Here we go about Bell the Boggart. Every time he mentions Bell the Boggart, it amuses me. Get some Sky Blossom. Not to be confused with Gin Blossom. Well, there's no dead bodies. But it also appears that there's no priestess. Let's just look in here real quick and see if the white is in here or something. Hey, where's the guy? The guy that let us in, he's gone. Did he get fired? He might have gotten fired. Wait. Let me just make sure one thing. I don't see anybody on my mini-map, but I wasn't sure if, like, mini-map people would only show up if you were on the right level or something. That'd be funny if that guy got fired.
No vagrants, no beggars, no fae.
Ah, yes. Caught me daydreaming there. So sorry.
I don't really need Dispelling boost now that I have max Dispelling.
Come again.
Almost 1.4 mil. I want to talk to Graham just to let her know. Guess what? I'm not giving you the thing. Bye. Florian, Irene, Mayra.
Nobody knows where White Nil's gone. Have you seen him? Priestess Cora. Have you heard? Nobody knows.
Wait.
It's Lyria has Priestess Corala. Lyria Priestess Corala. The priestess says Lyria spent the hill across the ways. The priestess says I give to me. Lyria has I give to the people of Rathir. Hold fast. The priestess says. Have you heard? The priestess won't heal anyone. What could have happened?
So there's reactivity to what happened based on the fact that I freed the Fae. But there's no apparent
My
reactivity.
treatise on General Oriate is coming along quite well, I think.
There's no apparent reactivity to the fact that I murdered them. There's just reactivity to the fact that I freed the Fae.
Well, here we are again, you and I. You've done a sorry old veteran a good turn. A good turn to more than just me. All right.
You know, I take collection for our soldiers off in Cluricon. We must all do our part, mustn't we?
What do you know about the Fae?
Porella sermons grace and patience. But I lost a son. I'd go over there and wring every one of their evil necks. I'd come back and wring the ones on this side afterwards, for good measure.
Right, you're a terrible racist. Got it.
Right enough.
Alright, I'm gonna go tell Graham that I'm not giving her the thing. That's probably not an option, but we'll see. Kinda want to kill Graham too, but you know what? I'll hold myself back.
Well, did you find the Fey wand? Tell me!
Yeah, I'm not giving her the wand. Goodbye. I'll come back and tell you.
Guide and protect you.
After I give them the wand, I'll come back and let you know. Oh, they're up there. I thought their little farm would be a fast travel point, but it's not. Dig your grave! So many flowers. You're brave. A lot of graves getting dug today. A lot of graves getting dug. I dig, and then they're dug. That's why we call it Dig Dug. Remember that game? Dig Dug? I mean, that's some old shit. You gotta be old to remember Dig Dug. Or just to have played really old games for some reason.
Don't know what it'll take to make this farm a farm again. Goodbye.
I'll take this paling wand, which I'm about to give to your wife.
You've been to the Hollow? Did you find the paling wand?
You know, that Graham tried to get me to give it to her instead.
Why, I remember her. Weaselly and cruel behind folks' backs. Always trailed in Aurella's skirt tails, whatever she did.
You know, the priestess, I don't think she'll be bothering anyone anymore.
That Aurella, she was what you'd call quite a bit adventurous before the war came and she took up the priestess mantle.
But now she's adventuring in hell. Here's the wand, by the way.
1,000 blessings on your head. Look, Arik, the paling wand. Just as your grandfather spoke of it. You've given us hope when we needed it most. We have little to offer but these herbs. Take them, and bless you.
White Flake! I just fucking fought a bog thrush for this shit, and you just gave me some white flake. And some other stuff. Well, that's going to disappoint Graham.
I, for one, will take great joy in wishing her sour face a blessed day every time we meet.
I agree. So now, your farm is going to prosper, hopefully.
The Paling Wand will let us make a farm of this abandoned waste. Not without sweat and toil, mind you, but make it all the same.
Good luck with that.
For now.
My 84th task completed. I gave the Paling Wand to Cerebel and Eric Narine. With it, they will be able to govern their farm and build it up again. Orella Coralon was not pleased, however. She believes Lyria cast the farmers out of Galafor. Not pleased yet, she's too busy being dead to be pleased.
Think it's going to rain? Not that it matters.
Your farm's going to do well from now on.
Cerebel says with the wand we'll fare all right. I'm sure she knows.
Wrong spelling of fair. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Like, how do they survive shit like the fact that they've got, you know, some fucking deadly-ass creatures right here? Like, in their other field. How do they deal with that? How do all these people survive with all these monsters around, honestly? He's really flaking out on those rewards. Okay. What is up, Brad? How you doing? Text TV in the house. If you're not following him, well, of course you're following him. How could you not be? But you should be, nonetheless. What's up, Brad? How you doing? Fucking Graham. Doing good? Been playing a lot of Paladins lately. How's that game? Are you enjoying it? Well, you must be, because you've been playing it a lot.
Welcome to Tyrion's...
Lyria has... Have you heard? But he knows where White Nil's got filthy refugees. Don't they know they don't belong?
Where is that spoony Graham? Now she's gone. I wonder if she's in the
There's a fairy
temple.
in Galafor.
Toshi the host? Hey, thanks for that, man. I really appreciate the host. Enjoying your new PC? I didn't know you got a new PC. Tell me about this new PC. What are you working with? How much did it cost? Did you build it yourself out of parts, or did you have someone build it for you? Yeah, Graham's here. I think she's taken over for Priestess Coralon after I murdered her. Because Priestess isn't here.
You should not have given those wretches the wand. Now they will cling to that ruined farm. They stain the sanctity of our land.
It's not too late for me to murder you, just like I did your predecessor. You know what? If Lyria really supports everything you people are doing here, then Lyria sucks.
What other god or goddess holds magic, mystery, and fate in her hands? None. You would be wise to seek her favor.
Goodbye. I think I'm gonna let Graham live, even though I'd quite like to kill her. Bought a Ryan 7 1700 MSI B350 Tomahawk Mobo with G-Skill Ripjaw 2666 RAM. Wow. How much RAM? Cost you about $500? That's it? You kept your GPU, power assist, and hard drive and case. Ryzen, right, okay. Sounds great, man. Exciting. What GPU are you working with right now? Because I'm still using this shitty old GTX 670, man. Oh, you got a 970? Okay, yeah, that's quite a bit better than mine.
There's a Fae in Gallifore.
Lyria's light be upon you.
Yeah, mine is old enough now that I don't really like to play or try to play really graphically intensive new games on it. That's why I got my PS4, so I can play those kind of games on the PS4.
Has anyone seen Candir lately?
You know, they keep talking about this Candir. I haven't seen any sign of it. You upgraded to Windows 10? Really?
Do this?
I haven't yet. I'm still on Windows 7. And I love Windows 7, so I don't want to upgrade to Windows 10, but I know at some point I'm going to have to. But Windows 7 is great. Why would you ever... I mean, Windows 8 was fucking horrible. I don't know... Because new stuff wouldn't work with Windows 7 anymore? Aha. Like, why did they have to change Windows so much? When they changed from 7 to 8, it was horrible. And then the Windows 10 still has some of the weirdness of Windows 8 in it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think Windows 7 is pretty much perfect. How the fuck did I get this talisman? Having no problems with 10? I would just have to get used to it, I'm sure. I'm sure it'd be okay if I switched to it. But now I don't think I can switch to it for free. I think I'll have to pay for it or something at some point. Who knows? I'm gonna stick with 7 for a while and see what happens. Alright, so we did everything we could do here in terms of side quests, so now it's time to do our faction quest here, which is Lock and Key. Gwen Anmi gave me the key she found on the mage leader's corpse. With her jailed under suspicion, it's up to me to learn how the mages gained entrance to the vault. Brian Shane swears the key is a copy and the original is secured in its proper place. I should, therefore, take it to Locksmith Tarion in Tyrion's Rest. You can buy a key cheap, then use the Windows creation tool to get a free copy of the image of Win 10? Really? All they want is you to have a key. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know about that. I've never even heard of such a thing. Where did you buy a key? Where does one even buy such a thing?
Nella, where have you gone?
We're here to talk to this blacksmith. Uh-oh. We got some books. You know what that means. Looks like he had a secret door behind his fireplace there. Very hard. All that was in there. Average. Hard. You got yours activated for free? Really? How'd you get it for free? Radiant Greaves. Those are pretty nice. Well, this guy is not here. But I haven't checked behind the fireplace secret door. Downloaded a tool that activated it. Alright, let's check out these books. I think On Alchemy I've already read before, right? Contents of this handbook are mundane, concerning the upkeep of alchemical equipment and alchemical preserving methods. No, I guess I haven't read this. Where'd you get the key? Fundamentals of Alchemy by Red Thombrum. Forward. It is with a certain solemnity and a starkness of spirit in which I undertake this endeavor. That is, the extrapolation and explanation of the fundamentals of alchemy. Never before has the thought of such an exhaustive and complete compendium on the subject been broached. It is a monumental task that some would argue borders on the appalling. To simply summarize the project laid out before us is an effort in and of itself, much less catalogue the entirety of alchemy. It is my sincere hope that with a rigorous and careful method I may avoid the treacherous pitfalls of so many other scholars attempting to adequately canvass the subject. I hope to represent, with a certainty and clarity heretofore unseen, the fundamental aspects of the field, but without sacrificing the elaborate discourse that is essential to so complex a subject. You know what this feels like? This feels like the kind of introduction to something that Saito would write. This guide will serve as not only an introduction to alchemical research, but a source of reference for all major procedures. The first 4 chapters will cover the necessities of an alchemy lab, while the next 5 detail the elementary work of properly harvesting and storing reagents. Discussions on the philosophical underpinnings of our craft can be found throughout the text, so that theory is not lost amongst method. In the final 5 chapters, I put forth a bold new technique for all processes involved in alchemy. It is derived by myself through several trial and error experiments over the course of 5 years, and promises to yield a whole host of discoveries through its exploration. I highly recommend reading the final section as you progress throughout the first 2 sections of the book. As always, I am deeply indebted to the Scholia Arcana and its members, especially my mentor and the font of all wisdom, Professor and Savant Chuck. Aw, chucks. Without them, none of this research would be possible. The libraries in Edessa also proved to be an invaluable source of information. Finally, I would like to thank my patient and loving partner for being the Athenor to my centrifuge. The fuck is an Athenor? Why do I feel like this was written by a gnome? Gnome nursery rhyme. A colorful illustration accompanies the rhyme. Laz and Raz, the brothers grumble, as transcribed by Phineas Calidus. Laz and Raz, the brothers grumble, parents each, and neither humble. They had no mind, the sons of Laz, no body to find, the maids of Raz. What each one wants, the other has. We work together, they often mumble, but hate each other, the brothers grumble. Both lines born with such a plight, combined to wield lordly might, but battled at the merest slight. Their conflicts caused them both to tumble. Heed this from the brothers' grumble. I wonder if I can get some kind of artifact or something from the Laz and Raz that I can combine to do something awesome. Something about them will come into play, probably. Alright, let's see what's behind the, secret door here. There's a door leading to the lab. Shall we go into the lab? The Alchemist Lab, looking like a dungeon.
Come out! We know you're in here. Somewhere.
Oh, these guys.
Come on!
You're going down.
I'll dig your grave!
You're going down.
I will dig your grave!
Are they gone? Hello? Is somebody there?
Talk to the locksmith. Knight's hammer. Lots of books. A skeleton. Some loot. This lab is fucking trashed. Trashed.
Thank goodness! They're gone.
There's Tyrion. The guy that I'm here to see. There's a random lever. Alright, Tyrion. What's up?
I see I have you to thank. You and my clever hiding place. Can't imagine what those churls were after. They kept barking on about the war sworn this and kill me that. But now tell me, what can I do to repay you? A brief lesson in the art of locks, perhaps?
I'll take some training. Yeah. Rigorous training has yielded a permanent increase to your lockpicking skill.
Whoever those ruffians were, good riddance.
You played this way back on PS4? Like back when it came out? Because this game's pretty old now. This game's like 6 years old. I'm playing on PC, of course, but seems like it would be good to play on PS4 too. Tell me more about locksmithing.
You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art of locks with you.
Who are these ruffians?
Louts and fools! I could see they wanted blood, so I dove for my hiding place. And not a moment too soon.
What is this hiding place of yours?
One of my finest ideas. I built it precisely for times like these.
Can you tell me about this key? Seems to be a fake.
What? Do you mean it didn't work? This is one of my greatest achievements. I recreated that ancient marvel perfectly. I promised that pledge shield. Finnan, that was her name. I promised her. Surely she had permission, yes? She swore to me. Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in this game for sure. It's a really big game, lots of quests and stuff. So, tell me more about this key.
The original? Truly an ancient wonder. Surely the combined work of warsworn craftsmen and luminaries of the Scholia Arcana.
And you copied it?
For Pledge Shield Finnan, yes.
Thank you for telling me. Goodbye.
Now, if you will see yourself out, I have a mess to clean up.
Locksmith Tyrion said that he copied the vault key for a pledge shield named Finnan, believing she was working under Warsworn orders. I should return to Helmgard at once and inform Gry and Shane of this. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Helmgard.
Filthy refugees. Don't they know they don't belong?
Oh, I hate everybody in this town.
Have you heard? The priestess won't heal anyone. What could have happened?
I thought I hated Aiden, but no, I hate Tyrion's Rest quite a bit more. These people are assholes.
Goddess be with you.
I'm glad I murdered their leaders. Alright, let's go back to, Helmgard Keep. Where the fuck is Brian Shane? He's always here in his little chair. I guess he's in there. Where is that, Pledge Shield Finnan? She's not around now. See, she was hanging out right in this area before too, and now she's gone. Oh, there she is. She's in that room. With, like, everyone else, I guess. Wonder what they're all doing in there. I have played quite a bit of Divinity 2. I just haven't finished it yet.
I want them laid out for the General's inspection. And not a stain anywhere, do you understand?
Divinity 2 Developer's Cut. What? There's a new version of it out?
Every month, more freemen making trouble somewhere.
Hold on a second. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I don't know anything about that one. There is a Divinity 2 Developer's Cut. Alright, I'll have to look into that after, Wait, Divinity 2 is not the game I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Divinity 2 Original Sin 2. Divinity 2 is a whole different game. Interesting. Alright, but by the same people. I'll look into that.
Welcome to Helmgard. One of the Order, eh? What brings you to Helmgard?
Nothing.
Good night to you.
Where's
Well,
Fennin?
hello.
Dude, she's right here. She's the guilty party.
It's over. I know it is. I am the one. I stole and copied the key.
Why would you do that?
Pledge Shield Fennin, you stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy. Hori, Henry, seize her.
Hold on a second. I don't want to do it that way. I want to talk to him first.
Welcome.
The locksmith Pledge Shield Fennin, you say? Stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy. We must confront her at once. Hori! Henry! Seize her!
I just got a sword called Havoc. And a lot of gold. Well, I guess
Pledge Shield Fennin's in the cells now. Go see if she'll talk. We've got to get to the bottom of this.
The vault key is safe.
I ought to have worn the damn thing around my neck. Or station guards outside my quarters. Never thought it would come to that.
It's kind of irresponsible of this guy. They got all these powerful evil artifacts stored in one place. There's one key to get to it, and he's just casually leaving it laying around where anybody can take it. It's not very responsible. So that's how they got the Heart of Cebu.
What concerns me is whether anything else was stolen. It's not as if I've got an inventory of what's down there.
You don't have an inventory? What the fuck? Alright, the Warsworn are morons. So now Gwyn Anway has been proven innocent, yes?
Hardly fair to hold her accountable when my own key was stolen. Best to forgive and forget all around, I think.
You want me to question Livia?
Yes, yes indeed. The duty's yours.
Alright.
I think she will tell us what she knows.
The House of No Doors. Completed my 85th task. It was Pledge Shield Livia Fennin who copied the key to the ancient vault for the Farlangi mages. If she cooperates, we may yet learn the identity of these mages and what they're trying to accomplish. The copied key that allowed our enemies into the ancient vault was the work of one Pledge Shield Fennin. We have apprehended her. It's time she explained her actions. So I gotta go question her.
Smoked some freemen out of the southern walls. Most? No. The only fun I've had in months.
Well, hello. The swords I have left are of good make. Now, what was my tally?
So I wonder if Gwen Anway's been let out.
They're taking recruits in Delentarth.
What's Bori doing in here?
I'll confess. I'm ready.
Get this, it was on sale on Steam for like $4.99. Wait, she's still in here.
I knew you'd find the truth. Poor Livia, though. They certainly found a gap in her armor. Brian will let me out of here shortly. Maybe he'll even apologize.
He should be let out right away. Did you know Livia well?
Poor girl. The war's turned stronger heads than hers. Her punishment will be firm, but just. Likely punish herself much worse.
Brian Shane seems to be willing to forgive and forget.
A blonde, smiling fool. Bright Helm. I might hope he'd learn something, but I know him all too well for that.
Do you know anything about these Farlangi mages? Who are they? What do they want?
That name these mages used, it reminds me of something. Ah, yes, that's it! Farlong was a foe of Aegon long ago.
Who is Farlong?
I know only his name as a foe of Aegon, son of Aemon. And I know the histories well.
I see. Alright. What is that game that you're talking about? Oh, Divinity 2 Developers Cut. Cool. I never even heard of this game. I never even knew that this game existed. Looks like an action RPG. Cool. What is Bori doing here?
She went willingly enough. Strange that.
What about Gwyn? Why isn't she being let out right now?
They never doubted Gwyn. I suppose the Castellan just wanted someone to blame. And there she was.
The anthology goes on sale a lot with all three of them. Alright, good to know. I'll add it to my wish list. Why would Livia do such a thing?
Of all the damn pledge shields, I never would have guessed her.
Alright, Bori.
Aye.
There she is, right there.
What do you know about Livia?
Don't know how she came to this. She was always a good fighter, and loyal enough.
Strange.
Right then.
Alright, Livia, we're gonna find out what you know.
I know I can never make amends for the deaths I've caused, but I will try. I stole the key and had it copied. I gave it to... He swore he worked for the Alfar army, that this could end the war.
Oh, so she was tricked. End the war how?
I knew they were stealing powerful things from that vault. But he said the Warsworn were refusing to use them in the war against the Fae, so we could keep getting paid to fight.
Really? Who'd you give it to?
A man named Elben Merok. I knew him from... That does not matter.
It does matter.
He said he's a soldier in Tawili, though we always met pretty far south of the barracks, near the way into the marsh.
Tell me about this Elben Merok.
I knew Elben from a time before the Warsworn. When he first came to me, I wouldn't even speak to him. But he kept at it, telling lies, offering hope for an end to the war that has so troubled my heart.
And the vault key was your goal all along?
Stealing the key was the hardest part. Every moment I was sure he would return and notice it missing. Once the original was returned and I had the copy, there was nothing to it. No one suspected quiet little Livia.
Brian Shane is kind of a fool, isn't he?
Brian was a mentor. He was my champion, and I betrayed him.
Not nice, Livia. And you really think you could end the war?
My sister, my brother, all fought and died in Chloricon. I thought what I did would help end it, not let slip Niskaru and Dalantarth. What have I done?
Well, you've fucked up everything, is what you've done. What do you know about these Furlongi mages?
That's what the mages in Brigand Hall called themselves? I've never heard the word before.
Tell me how to find this Merok.
In the army, as I said. The only place I've ever seen him is with his friends, where Tuili joins Akatha.
I'll go looking for him.
She went willingly enough. Strange that. Right then.
There she is, right there.
Need to talk to
Good night
Brian,
to you.
I guess. Again. The copied key that allowed our enemies into the ancient vault was the work of Pledgeshield Fennin, who was tricked into believing she was secretly helping to end the Crystal War. I should see what the Castellan has to say of her confession.
Given this turn of events, you are to find this Merok character. Extract from him what you can. I have other work for Gwyn. Meet her in Rathir when you're done.
So, Gwen is to be released.
First, I will have her tend to that vault. High time it was cleaned and catalogued. After that, these mages call themselves Furlongi, right? I'd like to see what kind of footprints that name leaves behind.
Can't believe you didn't have the vault catalogued in the first place. Fucking ludicrous. And what's going to happen to Livia now?
Did you see the look on her face when we seized her? Hard to tell if it was more fear or relief.
Alright, tell me again what to do now.
Follow the trail, Warsworn. Someone copied that key and stole who knows how many artifacts from our vault. Go as far as you can to find them, then meet up with Gwyn in Rathir.
I'm doing a lot of stuff here. Isn't it about time for me to get promoted to Oathblade? I mean, come on. No? Alright, bye.
Or the army. Help with the war.
Castellan falls in a foul mood if everything's not just so.
The ancient vault was pillaged with a copied key supplied by Pledgeshield Fennin. She claims to have been tricked into believing she was secretly helping to end the Crystal War. She knows little of what happened to the copy, only that she gave it to an Elben Merok. He can be found on the Tuili coast near the way to Akatha. While I am on this task, Gwen will be freed and assigned to research the mysterious mages. I will meet her in Rathir when my task is done. Alright, so that's good. I think the next thing to do is go back to open the gate at Earl Tusk. The Wolds. Do I have enough potions? Yeah, I do. Oh, I got a new greatsword. Called Havoc. It does poison damage. Oathblade Gorwin's company recovered this blade, but not his body, after they were overrun defending Rathir early in the Crystal War. So it does more damage, less piercing, 33 poison damage over 5 seconds. You know, I don't really like it as much as Luxuria. That 10% crit chance is no joke, and the stun stuff. This does more piercing damage. I don't really care for that 33 poison damage over 5 seconds shit. I'm not going to use Havoc. I'm going to stick with Luxuria. Right. So it's time to go back to Earl Tusk. This will probably be the last thing I do.
Be careful around the General. We're wasting our time out here.
You've done it. The ancient Irathi sealed this place centuries ago, and it opens to welcome you. Incredible.
Well, I did go to all the Windstones. So, where are we going?
The piercing light should be in the deepest vault of these ruins. Be careful. The Niskara will do anything to keep us from that spear.
I'm nervous about fighting Niskaru tyrants. Alright, let's do this, General Talera.
The piercing light awaits.
I must travel with General Talera through Earl Tusk to find the piercing light. I'm gonna come in here and get my ass kicked. This entrance looks fucking cool as shit, though.
Be careful. I have seen too many allies die to lose another. The piercing light awaits.
We're gonna have to fight some fucking... Yeah, that's an interesting tunnel into this Earl Tusk. This is the place that opened up because I went to the 5 Windstones. We know there's gonna be Niskaro in here. I'm probably gonna have to fight at least one Niskaru tyrant. So I'm super thrilled about that. Oh, this place is legit.
The Niskaru took everything from me. My soldiers, my station, everything. All my life burned when Baelor rose over the fields of battle.
Baelor sounds like something I'm gonna have to kill. I'm just making sure the piercing light isn't in those... Oh, here we go. I will dig your grave! Oh shit. I'm getting my grave dug. Dude, I'm getting wrecked. Hey, she almost killed this one by herself. Good job, I guess. Those Niskaru are tough. Says there's a thing here. Ah, pile of rocks. Niskaru. Awesome looking place. Are they running at us? No, they're not running at us. They're just chilling down there. I'll dig your grave! Ooh, I did a double grave dig there. Achievement unlocked, Niskaru Slayer. That's cool. Apparently I've killed some Niskaru. Just say some grave got dug. Kite shield of displacing. Tell me about that kite shield of displacing. Oh my god, it blocks so much more. But, and so much armor. But I lose the elemental resistance and the +1 to sorcery. Oh, but I gain 12 physical resistance. Oh, nope. Sticking with what I got. Treasure sack. What's the sack value? 979 gold, apparently. Sack value. Sack value.
These Niskaru, they were not always in the war. It wasn't until the Witch Knight Malwyn started making pacts with them that they fought alongside the Tuatha.
Witch Knight Malwyn, huh? Sounds like somebody else I'm gonna have to kill. Dig your grave! Place is all collapsed and shit. All this like volcanic rock with the like lava burning inside of it. There's definitely going to be a Niskaru tyrant in here. 100%. Another one of those beasts that's been killed. Beasts that we don't know what they are. Wait, are those giant rats? Those are giant rats. Dig your grave! More giant rats. I didn't like their ratitude. Those rats got everything they wanted growing up. They were spoiled brats. I cleaned the rats out of this place. Hopefully someone will show me some gratitude for that. Hard unlock. Okay. Average unlock. Uh-oh, this looks important. More Niscaro behind this. They got some cool ass doors in these Arathi ruins. Let's do it. Your grave. Dig your grave.
Be careful. I have seen too many allies. The piercing light awaits.
Oh, Rizarf's guidance, incinerating greatsword. This is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been waiting for. Oh, yeah. I'll take that. I'll equip that. And Rizarf's guidance. Rizarf, more comfortable in the lab than on campaign, found the scepter handy for heating alembics, often with dramatic effect. Okay, it's a fire scepter. And a couple of white flakes. So I got a new fire sword, which I love. Let me just see something. So if I do a comparison between Fang of the Fire Snake and this, oh yeah. It's hugely better. Incinerating greatsword. The greatsword that incinerates. Not going to be useful against the Niskaru
We're
tyrant,
close
though.
now. I've heard that the spear is guarded by the Niskaru warrior Azagal. We will learn if it still is.
Yeah. If I have to fight a tyrant, I'm going to switch swords. Because this one will be garbage. Oh, dude. Oh, look at this place, man. Look at this place. This place looks cool as a motherfucker. Wow. Here we go. Oh,
I see the
no.
spear. The Niskaru were sure to press the attack. You must hold them off.
This isn't gonna go well. Destroyed. Getting fucking destroyed. Dead. Wow, sometimes they don't give you a chance to do much. They just get on you and start beating your ass.
I see the spear. The Niskaru were sure to press the attack. You must hold them off. Holy shit, I'm getting destroyed, man. Azagal is here. Time to switch swords. Actually, let's find out if fire hurts him. Alright, fire doesn't do shit to him. Wrong spell.
Ah, he fucking killed me. That guy's an asshole. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is switch to that other shield when I fight him too.
I see the spear. The Niskara were sure to press the attack. You must...
Equip Luxuria. Let's equip this shield right here. That way I can actually block this shit. Wrong weapon. Oh, he's ready to die. Here we go. I can't believe I didn't use Reckoning mode on this fight. This is awesome. Wow. That's how you kill a motherfucker. That's pretty great. And we got the
I don't know what to
spear.
feel. All the years I spent trying to claim this weapon, and I never truly thought I would. I was not fated to have it. Not until you came. You have thrown back the veil of fate and revealed what is truly possible. It's almost enough to make me believe in second chances.
That's the piercing light, eh? It is rather impressive.
Yes, but it is so much more. This will end the siege of Mel Senshir. It will bring the death of the Baelor. It will give me my chance for redemption. And I never would have laid hands on it, if not for you.
No problem. You did this, not me.
Kind words, but not true. My day will come when Baelor is dead at my feet. And I would be honored to have you beside me then, too.
To do all the work.
Meet me at Rathir, the city in the east. Together we will break the siege of Mel Senshir and turn the Tuatha tide.
Wow, that's a lot of gold. So, how will you break the siege?
Because of my failure, Mel Senshir has suffered years of siege. Even if I kill Witch Knight Malwyn and save the city, their pain is still my fault.
So now what?
To get to Mel Senshir, we need to take a ship from Rathir, and that means convincing Elund Karth, the city's ruler.
I see. Alright, I'll meet you there.
With the wards down, I think we can get out this way.
My 86th task complete. General Talera and I have retrieved Piercing Light and are ready to battle the Tuatha at Mel Senshir. The mouthpiece of Rathir's ruling council, Elund Karth, needs to give his approval before any ships and troops can depart from Mel Senshir. Talera has asked me to find Elund Karth and reason with him. You had some shit. 5 Essences of Fate. Oh, Solstice. We just got a purple chakram. And it does fire damage. Oh, yes. Look at how it does twice as much damage as Dragon Eyes. Twice as much. And it's fire. Though it appears to be a Seelie Fae design with House of Summer themes, Fae enchanters insist Solstice is unknown to Seelie bards. Yeah, we finally replace Dragon Eyes. Beautiful. Confusing chosses. No. That was pretty fun. Fuck you, Azagal. Can't believe he had the Azagal to attack me. And we can go out the back way now. Am I gonna get jumped on my way out of here?
The liberation of Mel Senshir is close. Hurry!
Okay.
With the wards down, I think we can get out this way.
We did it. We got out. We win the game, basically. Oh, I'm right over here by Lila. Alright, that's great. Advanced the main story, we fought a boss, we did the whole thing. What's gonna be next for us? I guess it'll be time to go... There's now 3 dungeons I haven't been in that I've uncovered. And those are Skycrown, Gloam Thicket, and Shining Labyrinth. So, I've now got Eastern Kandrian and Eastern Galafor. The Tuuli Coast and this area with Melaglir. And Moon Camp is there too, so I've got multiple things to do in both of these places. I'll probably do this area first. Eastern Kandrian, where Melaglir is. So if I'm going there, then my most likely next thing will be to speak with Patrick Morkan. Because he's the one that's in Melaglir, waiting for me. Physical damage gem. I think where we'll go first is Tam's wagon. I don't think Tam's gonna be there anymore though, they left. I'd like to hit up a merchant. Well, I suppose I can hit up a merchant when I get to Melaglir. Almost level 27. Dig your grave! Just couldn't bear the power of my flames. It's honestly embarrassing how easy that was. This is gonna lead to Eastern Kandrian. Got wolves. Oh, my new chakrams are beast. They are straight up beast mode.
The birth of twins did reave the land as brother upon brother warred. Scythes to swords, from rock to shore, the people madly weapons forged. caught within a storm of rage, the land itself was deeply bled, for sanity had fled.
The sanity had fled. Oh, there's Melaglir. As advertised. There's another giant keep there. Andrian Stockade. Maddox Dace. The spells stagger mobs. Yeah. Well, it depends on what mod. Some creatures don't get staggered, but most of them do. I'm gonna kill a couple bears real quick. Or get killed by a couple of bears. Alright, well, gone for 4 hours. I've come to a new area, so I'll stop here, I think. Next time we'll pick it up right here and check out Melaglir. That's going to do it for now, however. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.